Good morning and welcome to this live broadcast. I'm MJ Lifestylist, coming to you from my home and studio in Bournemouth in the UK, and I'm joined by Bella. Come in. Come on in. Gosh. There we go. Bella's just joined me. Couldn't leave her out. From Bournemouth in the UK, and we are here this morning to bring you some motivation, inspiration, and conversation for your day ahead. So Bella and I are both here to do just that, and we shall see where we go. Let us see who's here. Let's get a little ticker tape going. You're sneezing all morning. Morning, Neats. How are you? Morning, Claire. Morning, Kelly. And Ruthie. There's Ruthie, Bella. Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. So, how are we all doing this morning? How are all of us doing this morning? How are all of us feeling this morning? I just need to adjust this chair so Bella can lie down. There we go, lie down nicely. How are we all doing? I'm doing great. Thank you for asking. What 3 things are you grateful for today? Why not pop up on screen? What 3 things are you grateful for today? And let's have a bit of a look at all of it. Yes. Yes, Miss Bella. Exactly. So, Bella's just had some donuts with us. Yes. Andrew just made some homemade donuts. And Bella had the little crummy bits, didn't you? The little bits of the inside circle from the donuts, which was quite nice. And quite refreshing, actually. Homemade donuts. I was going to say balls of fluff, but that doesn't make any sense. They were light, they were fluffy, they were really, really cool little mini donuts, which was all lovely. Very, very lovely. Jenny says, morning, grateful for sunshine, my cat's company on my lap, and my upbeat mood. Amazing. Cool. Claire says, grateful for the sunshine, seeing the birds playing in the trees, and cat cuddles this morning. I got puppy cuddles. Yes. Yes. Morning, Liz. Morning, Liz. I don't do card readings in the morning. I do card readings for everyone. I don't do individual cards in the morning, Liz. I'm about to do a card, and it can certainly apply to you. But on our morning sessions, we do motivation, inspiration, and conversation for your for your day ahead. Not sure why, but the projection is making my t-shirt go a different color. Grateful for cookery books to inspire new food ideas. Grateful for rain overnight, so a nice, bright, dry day now, and grateful for the tribe. Amazing. Right. Let's start off by doing our opening card for the morning. So if you're watching right now, this card could be for you. As always, I invite you to take what makes sense to you and then leave what doesn't make sense to you. Anything you don't want, happily leave behind. But certainly take anything that makes sense to you, anything that resonates with you, take that along with you, because that's what's important, to really go with what resonates with you. Okay? What resonates with you, go with that. Cool. So let's see where we go. Right, so the first card we have this morning for all of you is Sacred Pool. Now, it looks a bit funny because of the projection. I'm going to try and... No matter what I do, because it's a green card and I've got a green screen behind me, it will mess up the card. So basically, you've got a girl lying on her back on the water, and she's floating, and there's a sort of a wisp of energy coming down towards her or coming up from her. And so I always say with this card, Sacred Pool, that it's all about trust. If you lie on your back in water, you trust and you hope that you will actually float. Okay, that's the first thing. And there's that trust that keeps you afloat, that trust that keeps you going. So that's really, really good. 47 comes to an 11. And 11 is the first angel number. So it's all about being guarded, protected by Spirit, looked after by Spirit, looked down on by Spirit in a good, loving, inclusive way. So really, really, really good to have that idea of Sacred Pool, just lying back and trusting that everything is happening for a divine reason, and that all of the things that are happening around us are happening around us because of a divine reason. Really, really good. So that's where we are at with Sacred Pool. Morning, Lucy Eggleston. How are you? Sunny, good morning. The mental chatter advice you gave really has helped. Thank you. And then putting in room 101. Cool. I'm glad, Ruth. Found a fab vegan and veg cookbook that I plan to work through. Interesting. I've often thought of becoming vegan or vegetarian. My problem is we mostly eat chicken and pork. On the meat side of things, we eat chicken and pork, and getting rid of bacon just sounds like a lot for me. Bacon's a big thing in my life. However, maybe one day I will get myself to a point where that becomes a reality. We are eating less meat. We're eating a lot less meat, which is really, really good. Really, really good. Neat says, grateful for the drain in the road outside my house finally being fixed, so no more noise. Having made my sister's birthday, really happy from a distance. Being awake again to the secret. Okay. Sylvia says, morning. Morning, Sylvia. I was a pescatarian for 30 years. Wow. So have you gone back to meat then, Neats? Or where are you now? Are you back with meat, or are you vegetarian, vegan? Where are you now? Is the secret the one with Josh Lucas? Ruth was vegan for a while, then slipped back, but eats a lot less meat too. Inspiring cookbooks do help. Still a meat eater, but the recipes look so gorgeous. So, hell yeah. Yeah, it's something that always comes up. It's something that comes up quite a lot. People have a lot of very polarized opinions on it. We've got friends who are passionately vegan, who don't even want to be in the same building when meat has been cooked, kind of thing. It doesn't change who the friends are. I will say this, though, is I just find that when people are so militant about their views, it really doesn't bode well for everybody else. Being made to feel guilty for your choice, or being encouraged to feel guilty for your choice, is not healthy. And I think there's so much else going on in the world at the moment that we should, yes, absolutely, hear what needs to be said and take part in what needs to be taken part in. But really, to allow people to make their own decisions is really important. Allowing people the freedom and the scope to make their own decisions is really important. Only eat chicken, says Liz. This last year I added meat into my diet. Oh, okay. Bella's also talking. Bella's having a word. Yes, you are. And you're wagging your tail furiously, so I don't know what's going on now. Okay, baby. All right, Daddy's girl. I'm just talking to these nice people, and then we're going to play. Okay, Daddy. All right. No licking faces. Law of attraction. Don't like it when made to feel guilty about choices. Agree with that. Live and let live, I think. Ruth, I think there's valuable arguments on both sides of the coin. There really are. Do you want to go? Do you want to go? Go on then. Go on. Go. Here we go. Sorry, guys. Bella's quite jumpy today. I'm not sure why. She wants to be by me, and she wants to go see what Andrew's doing. She's a little bit all over the place. I just clicked in on your words and making own decisions was just what I needed. Absolutely. I think there's a lot to be said on both sides of the coin, and it's not just the vegan meat eating kind of coin. It's like people that are pro-choice and people that are pro whatever or against whatever. I just think I am not very vocal about my personal opinion on things because I spend a lot of my time in the public eye, and I wouldn't like to create a stir in either direction. So for me, a lot of the time I just keep my opinions to myself, and I think that is the answer as well. It's good to have an opinion, it's good to know where you stand, but you don't have to shout it off the mountaintop and let everybody know where you stand. It's like your own personal, dare I say, sexual preferences, etc. You don't wander around the street telling everybody about what you get up to. You know, each to their own. I just think there's a lot to be said for letting people do what they need to do, as long as, and here's my kicker, as long as you're not hurting or harming anybody else. You know, whose business is it what you get up to? What you get up to, what you feel, what you put into your body, who you choose to do things with. You know, that's all your own choice. Choice is so important these days, but I think also having the sensibility to keep your opinions to yourself, to keep your feelings to yourself, in as much as when you are you see, I think some people are controversial just for the sake of controversy. That's what I do think. I think people sometimes jump onto a bus just so they can hear how loud they can be, and it's good to know where you stand. But you don't have to let everybody know where you stand. That's your choice, not everybody else's choice. I've also considered going vegetarian. Meat-wise, it's mainly chicken and fish. Yeah, we do a lot of fish. Pork is a big one for me. I like pork. That's my problem. And then chicken, we do skinless, boneless. We don't do skin anymore, any of that stuff. Hope you're fabulous. I am fabulous, darling. Thank you. Good morning. 3 things: my daughter, the roof over our heads, and the food in our tummies. Amazing, Natalie. I'm still sending lots of healing to your ankle and hoping and trusting that you are well. Natalie, I'm really hoping and trusting that you are well, which is really, really cool. Liz, no, I can't tell you what pain is in your shoulder, arm, and leg because I'm not a medical professional. However, Liz, which shoulder, arm, and leg are you experiencing pain in? I can tell you about metaphysics. Is it your left side or your right side? Check up the details. Hi, Jane. Fish with the smell after can linger even with nice cans. We do frozen fish, which is awful, but we do frozen fish that's done in a batter or in a light coating. You know, that's what we do. Anyway, it's good to have an opinion. It's good to know how you feel, and it's good to check in with yourself and make sure that you are being heard and that you are doing the best you can for yourself. But I don't think it's necessary to stand on a mountaintop and shout your beliefs out to everybody all in sundry, because sometimes people haven't asked for what you think, and sometimes people don't, well, genuinely people don't care what you think, but they haven't asked for what you think. They're not asking for your opinion, and I think as human beings we're inclined to kind of just tell everybody what we think or tell everybody what we feel. And in some ways that's a good thing, but in some ways that's a bad thing. Left side. Right, Liz Murphy, left side. So you've got shoulder, arm, and leg on your left side. So your left side, Liz, is your receiving side. It's your maternal side, and it's your moon energy. So it's got to do with things that are coming into your body. If it's your leg, your arm, and your shoulder, your leg moves you forward and keeps you on your path. Your arm is the things you reach for. So your left-hand side is the things that you reach for. And then your shoulder on your left side is about shouldering responsibility. So it tells me that although you're moving forward and although you're reaching for opportunities and reaching for things that are coming your way, you're also taking things on board that actually have nothing to do with you, things that are not yours to hold on to, and you're taking on too much stuff, which is why the shoulder is in pain. So leg, arm, shoulder, left-hand side, metaphysically, meaning that which is not real, that which is spiritual, indicates to me that although you are moving forward, and although you're reaching for opportunities, you're also taking on too much on your left-hand side. That's what that will tell me for you. Trev's cell phone stolen, but he asked me, so, hi Shah, how are you? Here's trusting that you are well. Please send my love to all the family. Mrs. MacDonald, Charmaine. Lovely to see you. Hope that the two of you are well. Sorry to hear that Trevor's mobile was stolen. Grateful for no fillings at dentist, the sunshine, and a new day. That's Jane's 3 things of gratitude this morning. I'm going to pull another card now. So what do you guys think? What do you guys think? Do you think we are on the right track? Do you think we are needing to be a little bit more conservative in life? What do we need to do, guys? What do we all think? What do we need to do? This is the thing we need to think about. Morning all. Thank you for my joint birthday card. It came yesterday. Just woke up. So sorry for being late. Amazing. Yes, lots of people contributed to your card, Sir, but I wanted to send a separate card, which I did. And that was actually really, really nice for Simon's 50th birthday on Friday. A lot of us got together, but I sent a separate card because I thought it might be nice for you to open more than one card. So let's pick another card. So choices are good. Knowing how you feel is incredibly good. Having to tell everybody how you feel to the point of actually almost indoctrinating people is not good. So when people share their opinions with you and you feel a bit hurt by them or bruised by them, it's more often than not because you didn't ask for their opinion. You know, you didn't ask for anything like that, and people just intend to that's the thing, is I think people intend to inflict their opinions on you, and because they are XYZ, you have to be XYZ, otherwise you're not their friend. And this runs into politics, it runs into religion, it runs into food choices, it runs into sexual orientation, it runs into social orientation, it runs into everything. And I try to keep my stuff to myself and let people do what they need to do. I don't try to get too embroiled in other people's stuff. Oh gosh. Stuff. So let's see what Natalie says. Took my first steps on Friday. I'm now walking with crutches and a big space boot. The pain I feel when putting pressure on it is unreal, and it's not getting better. Thank you for the healing. Really need it, but I'm positive. I'm walking besides the pain. Yes, I got that. Natalie, unfortunately, I think, Natalie, correct me if I'm wrong, I think she broke her ankle in several places, and she's got so many pins and things holding her together at the moment. Natalie's actually an ex-pupil of mine from the school I used to work at, but she's now living in Ireland, so we keep in touch and giving her some guidance along the way, aren't I, Nats? Yes, it was lovely. Love the bookmark, bless you. Oh, good. Well, I thought seeing as you're buying all these books, you may as well have a bookmark. I often think what others say is nothing to do with me, so my thoughts, ideas are not theirs unless they ask for my opinion. Absolutely, Jenny. So I always say what other people think of you has absolutely nothing to do with you. Also, what other people think of you and say about you says more about them than about you. Now, you say there that unless they ask for my opinion, but even on that score, although I agree with you, if they ask for my opinion, they need to be ready to hear it. It doesn't mean, though, that they have to take it on board as a truth. So even if they ask for our opinions, they can choose not to share the same opinion or not to share the same thoughts or feelings. It's kind of where I'm at. But yes, Jenny, you're absolutely right. You are absolutely right. Right. Everybody's having a little say-so today, which is great. I think we need to be as open to new opportunities and open to what universe can send us. People often feel on social media they can say whatever they like, often mean and would not say the nasty things to a person's face. Absolutely. I've been shocked by some people's comments, not on here, but on other YouTube sites. Absolutely. And like we were saying last night in the conversation you were involved with last night, Ruth, you know, people do a lot of damage with their comments and they don't realize the damage that they're doing. Or maybe they do realize the damage that they're doing. But being open to things, being open to new opportunities, being open to new ways of thinking is really important for our development and for our growth. It doesn't mean we have to take everything on board, though. Being open means that you're open. You can accumulate stuff. It doesn't mean that the stuff stays or the stuff has to have a hold on you. It just means that it comes in. Yeah. And so then it's up to you to work out what you want to keep and what you want to let go of. And I think that's where people kind of miss the bus of it. They kind of think they have to do everything all the time, which is not really the truth, is it? It's a really, really interesting, excuse me, it's a really interesting dynamic, and something that people need to take more cognizance of, I feel. Something people need to take more cognizance of. So yeah, even though people ask for our opinion, it doesn't mean that they have to take it on board. It is our opinion and we're entitled to it. It doesn't make it a truth for them. Yeah? Agree with everything must resonate with each individual. Something that triggers me helps me heal. Often hard to find, though. Interesting. I like that. Something that triggers me helps me heal. Yes, they often say that the things that we react to, like if someone's really irritating us or someone's really doing something and it's upsetting us, it often has a lot to do with where we're at. And it often says a lot about us. So when things trigger you, look at what about that is triggering you. What about that is making you feel or encouraging you to feel the way that you do, and then you can work towards resolving it. There are seasons of things and seasons of people in my world. Ruthie, here's an easy one for you. People come into our lives for a reason, a season, or a lifetime. A reason is often when they just want a transaction from you. So you're buying something from someone off Marketplace or Gumtree. They come to you, you go to them, you get your goods and you pay for them. Boom, that's a reason. That's a once-off transaction. A season, sometimes we meet people under certain circumstances. So at school, further education, a job that we've had. For that period, for that season, we have those people in our lives. Then when we move on, so do they. And then some people are around for a lifetime. The easiest example is our family, in theory, are around for a lifetime. Or lifelong friends that we've made. People that we don't need to communicate with every day, but when we do communicate, it's like we've never ever been apart. So reason, season, lifetime. My oldest son being a nightmare at the moment, he really doesn't like my opinion. Lol. Is it necessary to give him your opinion, Liz? Because if your opinion is going to fall on deaf ears, it depends on whether or not you feel the need to share your opinion, let's say. Think about that. Do you need to share your opinion for yourself, or or could you do without sharing it? Just a thought. Just a thought. Right. Where are we going to? Claire. I'm lucky that with friends I have taken me for who I am as a person, not for what my political views, religious views, etc. are, even though they could be different from theirs. We should do what we feel is right for ourselves. We can seek advice and can always take on board, but our choices is ours in the end. Something it's taken a long time for me to learn, has always done what others want. Yeah, I think there is an aspect of that with all of us. Really. Really, really important to know. I think ultimately it's important to know where you stand, but it's also important to embrace where others stand. You don't have to agree with them. You don't even have to align with them, but give them the space to have their opinion as you are given the space to have yours. Yeah, you've been keeping me on the right path this year. I will send the x-rays after this. It's broken in 3 places. I've seen the x-rays, babe. I saw them on your Facebook the other day. The doctors said to me on Friday that it's been a long time since he's had to put so much metal in someone's ankle. Good Lord, it's going to be fun for you to go through an airport. Hey Frankie, how are you? I love that. Reason, season, lifetime. Written that down. Reason, season, lifetime. It's true. I have to say what I'm thinking. I'm very straightforward that way. Okay. Cool. I say what I'm thinking all the time. It gets me into hot water. But because I'm South African, we tend to just tell everyone exactly what we think. But with that, I also realize that it might not be what people want to hear, and it might not be resonating with people. So although I do say what I think, I am fully aware that it might be met with hostility or might be met with people who don't really want to hear what I have to say. But like you, Liz, I do say it anyway because I need to say it, but I am aware that what I have to say doesn't always resonate with everybody around me. So I take it on the chin, really. Yeah? Right. One more card. Wizard of Awareness. Oh, this is quite apt for today. Wizard of Awareness. The card looks like it's got a hole in it because of the green on the card, and I've got a green screen behind me. So apologies, guys. There's no way of avoiding that. But it's card number 3, Wizard of Awareness. He's sitting in a throne, and he says, when there's things in your life, when there's a situation in your life that you're needing to make a decision on, a situation in your life that you're having to think about and not too sure what direction to take, he says, come and sit in my throne, come sit in my chair and view your situation objectively. And by sitting in my throne, you take yourself out of the situation and you can look back at it. So remove yourself from any situation in which you have to make a decision. Sit back, observe the situation, and having contemplated it from a distance, you'll be more prepared to make a better decision. Also, card number 3 is all about change. So when we see a 3, we're always about change. So that is exactly what we need to observe. 3 is about change. Today's been all about opinions and how we share them and how we take them and how we move forward from them. Bless you, my sister's a lot of metal in her ankle as well. Take things easy. The boot definitely helps. That's for you, Nats. Can I recommend a good book? Easy to read. Wayne Dyer, 10 Secrets for Success and Inner Peace. It's amazing. Wayne Dyer books are amazing. So guys, thank you very much for being here this morning. I'd like to thank all of you for being here. Remember to take care of yourselves and each other. You can't pour from an empty cup, and you're doing the best you can with the tools that you've got. As always, I'll be here Monday through Friday, 10 till 10:30 UK time. That's Monday through Friday, 10 till 10:30 UK time. Tuesday nights and Thursday nights, we have Zoom meetings. Tuesday nights, 8 till 9:30. We have our development group. Thursday nights, 8 till 9:30, we have our mediumship group. Those are welcome to anyone to attend, £5 a session, and you can book through private messaging me. And then on Sunday night, we have our Psychic Sunday. So take care of yourselves and each other. Remember, you can't pour from an empty cup. You're doing the best you can with the tools that you've got. And until you come along again, be blessed. Have a fantastic day. Namaste. MJ.